going on? It's your boy Damien Dupee, your number one off-market land specialist, hyper focused on its infill lots. You are now tuned into the We Are Land Specialist YouTube channel, where I'm your host Damien Dupee. And if you are looking to learn how to wholesale land, flip land, put land under contract, find buyers, anything vacant land, you are in the right place. Today we're going to be talking about basically a topic that was requested by a Wilson O. Okay, and the topic is how to find heirs for vacant land. Okay, these are some of your more juicier deals, so I'm definitely going to deep dive into that. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to bless you with my plug that helped me get these deals done like that. All right, so a couple announcements. If it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and turn your notification bell on so you won't miss any more epic wild content from your boy. Okay. If you would like to join a land mastermind, basically a weekly crash course where you can pick my brain, ask any questions. I do have a mastermind that's available Fridays. You can see the link in the description. Also, if you're looking for a paid course, check me out. I got a course $9.97 straight off the press. The link is in the description. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so basically, when you're going out the heirs, a couple things I do before I go out the heirs. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure I'm hunting on a list where people are delinquent on taxes. And I know that there's a great opportunity. If I find a decision maker, I'm going to be able to get this deal done. So basically what I did was I went to Polaris, which is in Mecklenburg County, Charlotte, North Carolina, my market. That's where I do majority of my deals at. Okay. And basically I scroll down here and I scroll down to tax foreclosure properties. Big link right here. You can't miss it. Boom. Clicked on this link. And as you can see, you got a couple different options. These are attorneys that forecloses on properties in Mecklenburg County and surrounding counties. But what you want to do is go right here to the click here to launch the foreclosure map. Okay. All right. So once I launch the foreclosure map, it's going to say, okay, boom. And basically what you want to do is you want to tell this system what you want to search for, okay? You have to tell the system what you want to search for. And basically you do that by property type. You can do residential, land use, land only. And I want to do properties that's assessed between, let's just say 15,000 and 50,000, okay? All right, as you can see, it's going to bring up a list of all these properties in Mecklenburg County that meets that criteria. So what you want to do is click on the link to Polaris, and then it's time to go to work. All right, so this is the first property. As you can see, this is definitely a residential infill lot, okay? All right, the topography looks good. All right, second thing I do is I pull a deed, okay? And basically, I want to make sure this name that match right here is on the deed because them are the heirs I'm going to be looking for. Okay. All right. You can see me blow this up for you a little bit. I'm looking for the party of the second part. I got the first part. Okay. And the second part is Elizabeth McGlynn, Luther Earnhardt McGlynn, and Mary Emily McGlynn. Ida, it's a lot of people on here. Okay, Ida McLaren Scatterfield and William CCO McLaren. Okay, all of Mecklenburg County. So these are the people who are the heirs or who is on the deed of that property. All right. So first thing I want to check, I want to make sure they're delinquent on taxes because that's a good indicator that they're deceased. Okay, as you can see, they haven't paid the taxes in forever. All right. So if I was trying to find this person from scratch, okay, what I would probably do is start right here on all my free searches. So I'm going to do a reverse address, and I'm going to try to see if I can get a hit on this P.O. box. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's worth a try. All right. And this is the work I do before I even get to find the heirs, okay? So this is my process that I go through. This video may be a little lengthy, but I will bless your socks off. Please bleed. All right, so I'm looking for a McLaren. I think I did see a Sharp. Okay, I do see an Emily McLaren, and I did see her on the deed. So I know that she's deceased. Okay. All right. Boom. Mary Emily McLean. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start there. All right. So the first thing I want to get is I want to try to get an obituary, so I can try to find relatives, and or I can scroll down here and just start clicking on here and see, not associates. Let me click back. Relatives. You only want to call relatives. If there's no relatives there, okay, we got one. Let's see if he's still alive. All right, we do got one relative. All we got is a landline for him. All right. So what I'm gonna try to do is Google her name, and I'm looking for obituary. I know she's connected to this property, so that's what I'm looking for. Obituary. As you can see, her obituary came right up. Mary Emily McLean, 92, Charlotte, 2003. And what I'm looking for is relatives. Okay, Emily survived by many nieces and nephews, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that ain't helped me out now. Okay. All right. So we back to the drawing board again. I need to find a decision maker. Okay. And if these people are dead, then they're not going to be the decision maker. So how am I going to find the person who's the decision maker? Okay. So I'm gonna come back down here to the deed, and I got Elizabeth McLean Glenn. Okay, and I'm gonna try there. All right, you try. And I don't think I'm pronouncing her name right, but it's all good. All right, and I do want to do Charlotte, North Carolina. Very important. All right, got that cooking? Cool. 85 Charlotte. All right, so I would try to call her. She's on the deed. I don't think this headset will allow you to hear this call through my headset, so you might not be able to hear it. Okay, that number is not working. So this person is probably deceased. Okay, this number is ringing. And I'm looking for relatives of her. None. All right, Elizabeth McLean. All right, bad number. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to another search, which is a paid search, and it's called Ben Verify. Okay. And basically, I want to see if I can get any more information on, like, do they have relatives, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Very, very important. It is a process finding heirs. I will say it is a process. All right. Charlotte, North Carolina. You may be asking, when do you give up? I'll let you know. But right now, I'm gonna keep going until I exhaust all my options, and then I'm gonna put you down with the plug that'll be able to find these people heirs for you. Okay. And this is what this person do for a living. All they do is build obituaries, track people. Okay. All right. So let me see what we got. All right, so I know this lady age is, it says 85, so I know I need to scroll down. I got a Messer Glenn. That ain't the same name. It might be Elizabeth M. Messer Glenn. Let me try this one. This one say McLean. That might have been her maiden name. That's what I think. All right, deceased July 2022, Mecklenburg County. And I want to come down here and see if I can get an obituary for her. All right, 2020. Let's see what we got. All right, this is her. This is who I need. All right, she loves Jesus Christ. That's good news. Now I'm looking for heirs. Survived by her son, Raymond. All right, so she do got a son of Plano, Texas. And John David Glenn and his wife, Shelby of Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm going to go for the people who local in Charlotte, to be honest with you. That's what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to just do, first I'm going to see if I see his name in her relatives. And this is exactly how I find heirs. And I just keep calling. All right, I got John David. That's Shelby. All right, this John right here. Boom. And I think being verified may be like $15 a month, $10 a month, something like that. I had it for years and still use it when I'm tracking people, skip tracing people and stuff like that. So definitely, all right, boom. We got some phone numbers for them. Yeah, and all I would do is get on the horn ASAP. That's it. You may be able to hear me. You might not be able to hear them. All right, this is his wife. Good afternoon. My name is Damien Dupee with Creative Land Solutions, and I was calling in reference to a vacant lot in Charlotte, North Carolina on Old Concord Road. I was trying to reach the family members of Mr. or Mrs. McClellan. You can give me a call back, 704-269-6142. I am interested in the vacant lot. If you give me a call back, that would be great. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, so before I go any further, when I'm hunting people, I make sure I'm keeping notes because it's easy to forget which numbers you called, which numbers you didn't call. Very, 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 very important. So this is a delinquent tax lead. I'm gonna go ahead and it is an air deal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here, and very, very important that you track everything you do. And if you're wondering what system this is REI Reply, $49 a month. You can send text messages. You can do a lot of things in it. So I'm gonna just build a quick profile real quick. Um, Basically, put the link to the obituary in there, stuff like that. I don't know why that didn't save. Let's try this again. Oh, it did save. Boom. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna just go right here to my notes, build a little All right, put the property here. Put the link to the property. Definitely want to put the property address. You want to put that obituary there. All right, so I got an obituary. And then I do, so you just basically take a link to that, boom, put that right there. That way you can get back to it. And you want to put the people you called. Okay. You want to put son so you can know. Son. Looks like I called his wife. Called wife and left voicemail. Very, very important. You keep notes. It's going to be hard for you to remember all this stuff if you're looking at multiple properties a day. So basically, I'm going to put that phone number in there and I'm going to shoot them an SMS as well. But I'm going to also call this other number right here too. As you can see, this is a 2022 number. This might be his number. But I did hear his wife on the voicemail. All right, want to put son's wife. And then you just keep going. You just don't stop until you get a no. You just got to keep going. You got to keep pressing. You got to keep hitting people. Again, you may be able to hear me talk, but you might not be able to hear them through this new headset that I'm using. All right, that number was no good. All right, let me try another number. It's ringing. And then you just want to cross-reference in different places. And you do that by going back to your free search and cross-referencing. That was a bad number. All right, let me see. I didn't dial this one. Try this one. Phone's ringing if you're wondering what's going on. Good afternoon. I was trying to reach Mr. or Mrs. Glenn. Oh, I do apologize, ma'am. I'll be very brief. My name is Damien with Creative Land Solutions, and I was calling in reference to a vacant lot on Old Concord Road. I was wondering, would your husband happen to be an heir of the McClains? McClains? Okay, I appreciate that, ma'am. Thank you. All right, she said she was at work. Basically, very briefly, I said who I was. You heard the conversation, and she said, "Hey, that's not us." Okay, and that happens, but you don't give up. Okay, you don't give up. There's more people that you can go after on this list. Okay, all right. So I got a Shelby. Let's see what's up with Shelby. That's his wife, and I just called her, but I want to make sure that was her because you can cross reference the number that I called to see was it the right number. And I don't think it was the right number, but I did think I just dialed this 201 number. Let me look at my history. I did. So that 201 is not the right people. All right. So let me try. All right. My Charlotte Heirs, nothing. Okay. So now what I want to do is her other son, Raymond M. Glenn, Plano, Texas. That's where I'm going next. All right. Looks like I got something. Landline, landline. Always try the wireless first, then I try the landlines. All right, that was a no go. That number didn't do nothing. I'm trying the landlines now. First landline, no good. Second landline, no good. And this is Ring Central that I'm using. That, as you can see, I'm calling real fast on just by pressing this icon right here. I think I pay $50 a month call recording. Um, pretty neat. Unlimited calls. They do have a limit on SMS, but I haven't never went over it. So just a little tip right there if you're wondering how I'm calling so fast. All right, that's not the right person. He said his name is Bill. All right, so let me try the wife. I couldn't get no hits on them numbers. Well, actually, I probably can go down to the relatives and find the wife. Nope, I don't see her down as a relative. All right, let's try this. All right, let me try this wireless real quick. It's ringing. Yes, good afternoon. I was trying to reach Miss Glenn. I said good afternoon. I was trying to reach Miss Glenn. My name is Damien with Creative Land Solutions, and I was calling in reference to some property in Charlotte, North Carolina on Old Concord Road. And I was calling to see, was your husband possibly an heir to that property? An heir. It was owned by Elizabeth Betty Messer Glenn. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. The address is 8425. Yes, ma'am. That's Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's 28213. Just a vacant lot. Yes, ma'am. It looks like it was purchased in um, 1/1/1975, and it looks like it was purchased by a Luther Luther Barnett McLean, William McLean, and Elizabeth McLean Glenn. Would that happen to be his mom? Okay, yeah, I might be off by the last names then. I appreciate that. Okay, bye bye. All right, so very important. When you getting no hits, listen, go to the professional, go to the expert, okay? And I promise, if you stay to the end, I didn't get any hits. I wasn't able to get nothing. The people I was calling, they didn't know the person. Some of these things are tougher to crack than, than a nut. You hear me? But I told you if you stay to the end, I was gonna blush your socks off. And this is the young lady who I want to connect you with. She goes by the name of Air, Heir Queen. All right. And her company name is Carolina Legacy Research Group. Okay. You can find her on Facebook, drop her a DM. Please tell her Damien sent you from Creative Land Solutions. She do know me well. Um, and yeah, that's all I got for you. So if you haven't subscribed by now, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. I mean, and I hope you got some value out of that. That's just my process that I go through. Some of these I'm able to crack a little quicker than others. Some of them take me longer than others. Some of them I just JV with Erica. Her first name is Erica, last name Fry. Tell her I sent you, and she'll be glad to help you out. This is what she do. She's a professional. That's all she do for a living, and she's an expert. So thank you for watching. Appreciate you. I'm gone like the wind.